In this video, we are going to learn how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide mixed number fraction. There had been a lot of requests on how to do this, and let's do it. So for example, we need to first identify what are the different type of fraction. 2/3 is a proper fraction. It means that the numerator is smaller than the denominator. If the other way around, if the numerator is bigger than the denominator, then it is called an improper fraction. And if you have a whole number and a proper fraction, then it is called a mixed number fraction. In a mixed number fraction, it's very essential that you know how to convert a mixed number fraction into an improper fraction. So we shall show you how. Okay, first, there are two examples here. 1.5 and 2 and 2/3. The step is you need to take the whole number, 1, you are going to multiply the whole number by 2. And then once you get the result, you're going to add the answer by 1. So in this case, 1 times 2 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, so the numerator becomes 3, and the denominator remains as 2. Okay, now we look at the second example. 2 and 2/3. So you have the whole number, you are going to multiply by the denominator and you're going to add the numerator. So it's going to be 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 2, so that the numerator is going to be 8 and the denominator remains as 3. So that is how you need to convert a mixed number to a improper fraction, and it's very essential in all the addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division of mixed number fraction. So we shall look at some example now. So the first example is going to be a subtraction. So we have 4 and 2/3, take away 2 1/4. So like I said before, you need to first convert this into an improper fraction. So what you do, you multiply 4 by 3 and you add 2. So 4 by 3 is 12 plus 2. That will give you 14 over 3. And 2 1/4, you're going to multiply and you're going to add. So 2 times 4 is 8 plus 1 is going to be 9 over 4. Okay, next step, you must find the common denominator. Lowest common denominator is going to be 12. Okay, 3 times 4 is 12. And then what you do, you are going to multiply the first fraction by 4 because 3 times 4 is 12. So you must multiply the first fraction by 4 and the second fraction by 3 because 4 times 3 will give you 12. So 14 times 4 is going to be 56. And then 9 times 3 is going to be 27. Once they are in the same denominator, you can minus them. So 56 minus 27 is going to be 29. The denominator is going to be 12. And the answer is going to be 2, 5 over 12. So that is the first example. The second example is going to be 2 and 1/5 plus 1 and 2/3. Again, you need to convert them into improper fraction. So you're going to multiply and add. So 1 times 5 is 5 plus 1. That's going to be 6 over 5. And then this fraction, you multiply and add. 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2 is also 5 over 3. The common denominator is 15. 5 times 3, so it's going to be 15 and 15. So to get 15, the first fraction you multiply by 3. And the second fraction you multiply by 5. So 6 times 3 is 18 over 15. 5 times 5 is 25 over 15. And you add them up, it's going to be 43 over 15. When you simplify them, it's going to be 2, 13 over 15. Okay, now we're going to do some multiplication and division. Okay, so multiply and division look like this. Okay, so 2 1/2 multiply by 1 3/4. So 2 1/2 multiply by 1 3/4. You need to first convert them. So 2 1/2 is the same as 2 times 2 plus 1. So it's going to give you 5 over 2 multiply by 1 times 4 plus 3. That will give you 1 times 4 is 4, plus 3 is going to be 7, so multiply by 7 over 4. 1, you have that, it's very simple, you multiply the numerator with the numerator, so 5 times 7 is going to be 35, 2 times 4 is going to be 8, simplify them, is going to be 4, 30 times 8 is 32, and 3, 8. And last but not least, we are going to divide. So again, we need to multiply and add. So 3 times 5 is 15, plus 1 is going to be 16 over 5, divide by 2 times 2 plus 1, that's going to be 5 over 2. Once you have the division, you need to do the KFC. You keep the first fraction, you flip the second fraction, and you change the symbol divide to multiply in the third fraction, in the operation. One, you have that is simple. 16 times 2 is going to be 32. 5 times 5 is 25. And the answer, simplify them, going to be 1 and 7 over 25. Hope you have learned how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide mixed number fraction. And if you have any question, put it down the link below. Cheers, everyone.